Hey everybody, so today we're going to be making this Glam Halloween pillow, and everything used to make this came from Dollar Tree. What you're going to need are these placemats that they come out with every time, this time every year, should I say. They come in black and they come in orange. You can use whatever color you choose. I just chose the black. And it has sort of a silver highlight on it. Both the orange and the black do. And right here, what I did was I cut out the word eek on my Cricut using one of the templates that they have in the design space. But what we're going to use as a stencil is, I guess, the negative space or the, leftover cardstock as the stencil. So as you can see, here it is. And I just put the little pieces back so you could see it. Or you can use any kind of stencil you want. I just wanted to use that particular one or create my own to make the word. We're also going to use some Mod Podge, and I'm using the gloss Mod Podge. Make sure you use gloss because you want your end result to shine. Also, you're going to need different colors of glitter and whatever color you choose for your decor. I'm just sticking with the silver, white, sparkly kind of colors. You're going to need some paint brushes, and I have a little sort of spatula to stir with. And then you're going to need something to mix it in, which I have one of those little plastic cups that you can get in like a 10-pack or a 12-pack from Dollar Tree. Okay, so right here, what I'm doing is just putting the stencil down on top of the placemat. And I know it's a little hard to see because it's black, but I'm just lining it up, centering it so that, once I get started, it'll be where it needs to be. But again, you can use whatever stencil you want to use. I'm just giving you the roadmap, and you take it and follow whatever path you want to. Okay, so Dollar Tree has a lot of different stencils. It doesn't necessarily have to be strictly for Halloween. You can do this for any season or, any occasion that you want, but this is for Halloween. So I've got that all situated. I'm going to move that to the side. And now what we're going to do is mix up our little glitter concoction. So what we're going to do is pour in some of the Mod Podge. Remember, gloss Mod Podge. And then we're just going to pour in our different glitters. Again, these little glitter packs all are at Dollar Tree. You can use whatever color, again, you want. But I'm just using these little glitter packs here. And I did something similar for a fall pillow. And I'm going to post that link down below and probably in a card so you can check that out. This is a cool process for all of you ladies and gentlemen who want the glam pillows and things like that without having to spend an arm and a leg. You get the same effect, and it costs way less than if you bought them in some of the stores. So I'm just adding all kinds. This is the little glitter packs, or actually these are the glass bead packs that they sell in Dollar Tree. And I'm just scooping out some of the beads into the little concoction as well. And the chunkier, the better. You want it loaded down with your glitter, your beads, because you want that blingy effect. So I'm just showing you, I used all of those in there. And now I'm going to add some more glitter, some sparkly glitter. And I'm just pouring it in. Now I'm stirring it up. And you want this to be relatively thick, but not too thick to where it won't adhere or spread. You want it thick because you don't want it running, anywhere or outside the lines of your stencil. So it wasn't quite thick enough for me, so I'm adding some more glitter. And again, these are the glitter packs that I've depotted, so to speak, and put into the little plastic storage little cups that they have, the little tiny ones. And I'm just adding some more and stirring it into the mixture. And don't worry, this is going to dry clear. And you know that with Mod Podge. So May be a little cloudy now, but it won't be once it's dry. Now what we're going to do is start spreading it with our paintbrush and our little palette knife, or whatever you want to call that, little spatula. And I'm just making sure it's all lined up and everything, because you want to make sure, well, if you're doing the method that I am, you want to make sure that everything's all lined up. I'm not taping anything down. I'm just, winging it, So again, if you use like one of the plastic stencils or whatever, feel free to tape it down if you want, if you're worrying about it shifting. But I didn't have any problems with that. Now I'm just adding the glitter mixture, and I dropped a little bit, and don't feel bad if you do. That's why I left this in here, because it's okay to make mistakes. All you do is just kind of scoop it up, rub it off. Mod Podge is washable. You can wash that off with a little damp cloth or a baby wipe or something. I just use my finger and spread it within the stencil lines and keep on trucking. So it's okay to make mistakes in crafting. It happens. Crafting is not perfect, A lot of us edit out some of the mistakes and stuff, but, we make them. So that's why I left that in there. So just, scoop it out and, spread it out with your brush. I'm using a flathead brush. I got a little bit of hair there on it for some reason, so I just took that off. But I'm using a flat tipped or headed brush or whatever, paintbrush, because it gives you a straighter line when you're using it. So that's why I chose that one. But you can use whatever paintbrush you want depending on your stencil. So yep, and I'm just kind of following the lines and using as much as that glitter mixture as possible. Again, you want it to be really thick and, well coated, so that once it dries, you'll have a nice, full, I guess if you will, design. So yeah, loving how this is looking. Now I'm going to remove the stencil. I'm just going over little spaces and everything, because I'm trying to use as much of that mixture as possible. So yeah, so removing the stencil, and then I'm gonna remove the little pieces in between the E's there. And then I'm just going to touch up little areas that may need touching up. And as you can see, it was thick enough to the point where it did not run underneath that stencil. So you want to get a good thick consistency, but not too thick to where it's dry looking, I guess. So, yep. And as you can see, I'm using a lot. Don't be afraid to do it. And this is a really satisfying DIY. I love the end result. Like I said before, I've done this for a fall pillow. And I love it. I really and truly love this process. I mean, I wanted really pretty blingy pillows, but I just did not want to spend, 20, 30, 40 bucks for a pillow with, beading and everything, sequins, whatever. And I just tried to figure out a way to do it without, having to sew each individual bead or sequin or whatever. So I thought this was really cool, just by mixing glitter and beads and, sequins in a little cup with some Mod Podge. And it turned out great. I love this process. So think outside the box, y'all. You'd be surprised at what kind of ideas you can come up with to, replicate some of these items that we see in stores nowadays. So I love that I came up with this. Ooh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to make more for Christmas. Okay, now it's all dry, as you can see, and I love the texture of it and everything. So now what we're gonna do is actually glue them together, the back and the front, so to speak, the two placemats together. And you can do this on both sides. All you do is repeat the process on the second placemat if you want to, but I didn't on this particular one. So I'm just lining them up, and don't worry if they don't line up exactly, because it is fabric, you know, placemats, and they're not gonna line up all the time evenly, you know, perfectly. So I'm just using my glue gun to do this. If you're a sewer, you can sew this. You can also use fabric glue like Fabric Tack or the E6000 fabric adhesive. They have fabric glue sticks, I keep saying that, and it won't be hard. It'll dry soft to where it's flexible, because I know a lot of people complain about that when you use a glue gun. If you don't have a problem with that, by all means, just use a regular glue gun if you want to, or with regular glue sticks, but they do have fabric glue sticks. You can find them on Amazon. I'll try to post a link. Or you can use fabric glue. The drying time is just going to be a little bit longer, but if you don't have a problem with that, use it. Or again, if you're a sewer, you can sew it down. Anybody can do a straight stitch. You can sew it with a needle and thread, or if you have a sewing machine, you can do it as well. So it's totally on you. But this is really simple and easy, and you can crank out tons of these if you want to. Totally on you. And you can get as creative with this as you want. All types of designs, not just for Halloween. You can do this for, like I said, I'm going to do some for Christmas, you know, Easter, Valentine's Day, whatever you want to do. Or just everyday decor, you can come up with some designs for, you know, just pick out some really fun placemats, and you can get those really cheap and knock yourself out, especially if you're not a sewer. If you are, or if you're brave enough, go to the fabric store and pick out some fabric and just cut yourself, you know, 2 rectangles, squares, whatever, of fabric, and have at it. Same principle, same concept. So yeah, but placemats are already done for you, all lined and ready to go. So it makes it a lot easier. But whatever you decide, I'm just giving you, like I said, the roadmap for you to take and go in any direction you want to go. Okay, so now we're going to turn it inside out. And remember, when you do glue it together, make sure you leave that hole now so that you can turn it inside out and stuff it with your pillow fill or your fiber fill. And you don't have to go out and buy, you know, fiber fill, which you can, that they have in the fabric stores and Walmart. Just use an old pillow. Take out the stuffing. If you have an old, you know, bed pillow or, you know, throw pillow or something, recycle that and just put that in there. Or if you have some old fabric, some old t-shirts, all of that will work. So yeah, all I did was recycle a pillow and take the stuffing out and use it to fill this particular pillow. So this is a very, very cheap, low cost DIY. You can even get the pillows that Dollar Tree has now, those little sequin pillows, if you know, are not a fan of them. Take the stuffing out of those and put in here, y'all. So this is a true Dollar Tree DIY. So now that I've gotten it all turned out, and I'm loving that, we're going to fill it up with our stuffing. So just make sure you get it nice and full. You know, you want it nice and plump. You don't want a little skimpy pillow. So now I'm just sealing up that hole that we left, you know, remembering to sort of tuck in that little part that we left open so it matches the rest of the seam. And yeah, that's it. Be careful with the glue gun if you use it. You don't want to burn yourself. And there we go. All finished. And it is super cute. I love how that turned out, y'all. So if you do this, please tag me on Instagram or here on YouTube and let me know how yours turned out. And thanks to all my new subscribers. And if you have not, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see more DIYs like this. And I guess this is going to do it for me. So until my next video, I will see y'all then. Bye.